Hollow Knight!
It's a Halloween.
Welcome to Halloween. I'm Orin, this is Zeph.
Hello.
So, before we get into the game, Hollow Knight is an indie game that came out in 2017, produced by Team Cherry from Australia. And they're very, very kind. They actually gave us free DLC for this game, and this game is fully updated. If you see the symbols in the bottom left corner, those are all the free updates that they gave us. Like,
oh dang.
and like, this is a game that apparently already felt complete before this update. Or those updates. So, the fact that they put this out and gave it only a $15 price tag, this is a very meaty game for a $15 price tag. It's very long, it's very hard, and it's quite the experience. I got into it for the story, but I'm in for it now for the challenge. And Zeph, dear Zeph, is going to be seeing the game blind, so this is going to be quite a time.
Yep, because I was like, hey, you really like this game. I've heard good things. Why don't I play the game? And then Orin said it will kick your ass.
This game will kick your ass. Which is why I'm going to be playing it for her.
All of the experience, none of the work.
Alright, here we go. Oh, by the way, the game has something called Steel Soul Mode! No reviving, death is permanent. I'm not doing that.
That doesn't sound good.
Through the game, I might as well tell you what changes are made in Steel Soul Mode, because there are actually some minor changes between a regular playthrough and Steel Soul Mode.
It sounds terrifying.
It's terrifying. In Wilds Beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under Palest watch, you taught, we changed, base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. From Elegy of Hellenest by Monomon the Teacher. By the way, the game speaks kind of cryptically, so if you ever need me to tell you what's going on, if you want to ask any questions, please feel free to do so.
Gotcha.
Yes. And if there's two things I want you to pay attention to. It's, one, the soundtrack, because this is a really good soundtrack. Christopher Logan did such an excellent job in conveying what atmospheres are present in this game. And another thing I want you to pay attention to is the color orange, where it is and why you see it.
Okay.
Oh, this game is such a love letter to 2D animation. Here we go. Now this is a Metroidvania game, which, for those who don't know, a Metroidvania game is a game that was inspired by the playstyles of 2D Metroid games and Castlevania games, in which you start off very small, and the world is very, very big and very, very open, but it's only as open as the power-ups that you have. So, all we have right now is a jump and a slash. That's it. That's all. And there's something back here. I keep forgetting that this is here. Money in this game is called Geo, and you can find it in either deposits like that, or enemies can drop it when they die. Oh yeah, Team Jerry is also, like, mostly a team of 3 people. Oh, this isn't a bottomless pit. I kept thinking that was a bottomless pit for the longest time.
Ah! Die 3 seconds in. Ah!
So, I took some damage. When you take damage, damage is masks. Because you see in the top left corner, I have 5 masks total, but 1 is missing because I took some damage.
What is the... It looks like there's like a liquid in your face. In the
That'll
top
be
right.
explained actually
Top left.
right now. Higher beings, these words are for you and you alone. Your strength marks you among us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats which others can only dream. Collect soul by striking enemies, and once enough soul is collected, you can hold A to focus your soul and heal. Soul is basically mana in this game, so if I take some damage, if I just hold A, I can heal.
Oh. That's nice.
Yep. The combat in this game is very, very smooth. Like, not only can you strike left and right, but you can strike up, and you can also strike downwards.
Ooh.
Like, this is a Metroidvania game that's very praised for its combat. And because of the way Soul works, it's a game that rewards you for very aggressive play.
Yeah, because you get like the soul from defeating enemies.
From not just defeating enemies, just striking them.
Oh.
And if you see in the top left, my soul meter is almost full. One full soul meter will hold 3 charges of soul. So if my soul meter was completely full, I would be able to heal myself by 3 masks.
Okay.
This is Lifeblood.
Ooh.
Those are temporary. So if I take 1 mask of damage, then 1 Lifeblood piece will just go missing. So, well, can't do anything about that yet.
Rip.
Rip. I'll have to remember that for later. This game also has a lot of breakable walls, so if you see cracks in walls, then you're going to want to strike them. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom, Hallownest. Are you ready to see the great kingdom of Hallownest?
I'm ready to see the great kingdom of Hallownest.
Weekswall says, enjoy the game, don't choke on the boss fights, and Davian says, hello, Orin and Zeph.
Hello. Oh, yeah,
Here we go! Let's go see
the focused on the game.
Let's go see the great kingdom of Hallownest! Whee! I regret to inform you that the great kingdom of Hallownest has been dead for quite a long time.
I was wondering because there were ruins, but there's lamps.
Welcome to Dirtmouth, the fading town.
Oh.
This is basically the only guy here.
Oh, well, this is sad.
This is Elderbug! Ho there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long filled with ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too will seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills that place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. Was his name from birth just Elderbug? I don't know. By the way, benches are a way of healing instantly. However, if you have lifeblood on you, then it goes away if you sit down.
Oh.
Benches are also your way of saving.
Ah.
So, this is a little town. There's not really much here at the moment.
There was an inspect thing back there.
It's a shop. It's just locked at the moment. The shopkeeper's not home. For all your mapping supplies, we will be opening soon. Iselda and Cornifer.
Oh.
Now, there's also a thing over here that I just want to make note of. Well, 2 things, actually. But one of them isn't here yet. A stone door with a simple lock. I'll need a key to get in there.
Okay.
So, let's go down the well and get completely lost.
Let's just fall.
Let's just fall. Whee! Oh, a sign. Welcome to the Forgotten Crossroads. The level 1. Do you have any questions as of thus far?
Kind of fucked up that bug kind of looked like you, or like a sentient species, and you just murdered it.
Is there anything that you're noticing?
Spooky.
Spooky. Yeah. This game has kind of a dark atmosphere, and most of it is also, pretty cool colors. It's very easy on the eyes.
It really is, it's dark, but it's not eye straining.
Hello.
Do you need help?
We'll help him along the way. He has several children, and all of them are lost. We need to find them in order for him to be okay. He will reward us greatly. I promise you that.
Oh boy.
Okay, you're just gonna fall, I guess.
Goodbye.
Split. I'm so glad you can hear this. Like, oh my god, am I glad you can hear this. Do. I'm gonna want a lot of Geo, actually. Oh. I can hear a child. That's a child.
Oh!
I can't get to him yet, though.
We can't jump that far. Oh.
Oops.
Rip.
Oops. I'm fine. See? I'm fine.
It's true. Yeah, like that guy, he kind of like has the same kind of like, he's structured the same as you, where it's like the similar head and body, but like he's an enemy. Whereas
I'm going to tell you right now that most of these characters, if you see them wearing, like, if you see that their heads are white, most of them are actually wearing masks.
Oh.
And that's actually an important piece of lore that we'll be going over a little bit later. Well, not a little bit later, just, you know, through the game.
So are we wearing a mask?
Yeah, actually.
Oh.
Ah, my best friend!
Hello.
Ah, hello there. Come to explore these beautiful old ruins? Don't mind me. I have a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Cornifer is your best friend. You're going to want to find Cornifer in pretty much every area you go to, because he'll give you a map of the area.
Ooh. Yes, please.
Hold L to view the map of the area. You can also view your map while you're walking. A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you're not ahead for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass for my wife, Zelda. She's now opening a new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell you some of my old maps from time to time. So, if you can't find Cornifer in the area that you're in at the moment, you can come back to Dirtmouth later and get a map of the area that you were just in.
Ooh.
A lot of this game is built for convenience. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. So, here's the map. We can't exactly see where we are, and actually every map that Cornifer gives you is largely incomplete. So, this is why I wanted to get some Geo. Is because a few of the most important things that you're going to need for your journey are things that we're going to need to buy from Zelda.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go back to Dirtmouth and do just that. Just see what the prices are and see what I can do about them. I'm gonna want all that Geo.
Need the money.
We're in the fuck. A Geo. Understandably enough, harder enemies to beat will drop more Geo.
That makes sense.
Boing, boing, I guess. Boing. question. What are you noticing about the color orange?
I'm most only seeing it when you inflict damage.
That's not what I wanted to do. But,
Oh.
yeah, enemies... enemies that have the color orange, inflicted by them, have a specific, thing going on with them. The Pilgrim's Way, travelers for Hallownest descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at the kingdom's heart, where all truths will be granted and all truths revealed. All wishes granted, all truths revealed. Hello.
Ah, orange.
We can't do anything about this guy yet. We have to remember him for later.
Okay. I also noticed you don't do an orange thing when you take damage. You just kind of like do an inky thing.
Yeah. Good observation. Keep that in mind.
Interesting.
Ah, fuck.
See, like that.
Yep. I know there's a thing here, but it's not something that I can really do quite yet. Really skilled people can do this. This is a, soul statue. If you strike these, then, it can reveal some of your soul meter, but since my soul meter is full, I'm just not gonna do anything with it.
Yeah, you don't really need it.
Now, really skilled players can
Oh
bounce
my
off of
God.
these spikes and get to a boss battle that can kick your ass if you're not prepared. I'm not doing that. I hate
Well,
that guy.
looks like a nightmare.
Yeah, some of this game, if you're really, really good at it, requires a lot of precision.
No,
And,
thank you.
the developers actually kind of encourage that. They're really, really interested in seeing how people can break apart this game and do things that the developers didn't actually intend. They're really cool like that. Like, a certain speedrun AGDQ, Team Cherry actually showed up and donated a very significant amount to the cause. They were very happy to see that their game was being speedrun.
Well, isn't this like, you said this is like their first game, right?
Sorta, kinda. They had a couple of games in the past. One in particular was one called Hungry Night. They were participating in, I suppose it was kind of an indie game, sharing competition kind of thing, and they had a theme of 10 seconds. The game that they made, Hungry Night, was based on it was based on a concept where you were trying to save your friend, but you needed to eat a cherry every 10 seconds or else you would die.
Oh.
It was also a very hard game, and not that was very well received. But they learned a lot from the experience, and it's actually where the design for the Hollow Knight came from. They reused the character design for their main character for Hollow Knight. This is Zelda. Ba-ba-da-da. Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise! He's headed down below. He'll bob back up occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I'm not much interested in retail myself. Now let's see what's here for me to sell. The compass is too much. But I do need this! This is a quill. You'll need this if you want to update your map with new areas that you explore. It's essential for anyone serious about mapping. So, if you visit areas that are not completely filled in with the map, if you sit down on a bench, then you'll draw on the map to the areas that you'd explored. Bleh.
You just taught yourself.
A quill. So, if I sit down on a bench, map updated.
Oh,
So-
okay, so it's like anything.
Yeah,
Any kind of bench.
yeah, any kind of bench.
Okay.
Whee! Let's go back down. Now that that's done, I want to do a little bit more exploring. I know this place somewhat well enough that I won't need the compass for quite a while, but I do want to get it eventually so that you'll be able to see where we are.
Yeah, because you showed the first map and I was like, alright, this means nothing to me.
Yeah. Stupid tick-tick. I'm just like, I just want to kill you! Come back here!
I just need the money. Nothing personal.
It's nothing personal, kid. I just need money. I'm gonna go this way now. Huh. Ooh. Giant corpse bug. This is the Temple of the Black Egg. You might recognize this from the beginning cutscene.
Yeah.
This is Quirrell! Hello there, how delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've got a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There's strange marks all over it. I do love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. So, Quirrell is a nice guy. He's actually kind of a boomer, but he's a nice one. And, he actually has a bit of, missing memories. He'll recover some of those as he travels. We'll be seeing him periodically. I need to remember the timing on that.
That's a different one.
Fuck you. Jack is here. He says Carrier has arrived. Zeft, how are you enjoying this so far?
I really like it. It's like I said, it's really easy on the eyes, but it's also kind of like, you know, exploring. You have to fight. No, holy cow! Oh, a child!
Yep. This guy's guarding a child. Hello, child.
He's got all the money. It's a baby.
So he went back to daddy.
Ah!
We're gonna be seeing a lot of those.
Yay!
And once we collect a few of them, I'm gonna go back to him and see what he has for us, because he rewards us for every one of those that we rescue.
Ooh, very nice.
He who fucks Chubby, please. Jack and I call that guy He Who Fucks because he has so many children.
I mean, I guess it is true. Also pretty.
Hello, Mila!
Hello!
I'll bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sisters 2 by 2. And when we're done, let's bury me too. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing it and I'll join in. I'll bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So, what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in.
That was a very morbid song you were singing, ma'am.
Well, it's kind of a morbid place. Oh, I don't need that. Never mind.
That was an expression.
What was an expression?
What was the noise you made when you jumped off of that really fast?
I don't know. I can't do anything about this yet. I just wanted to show you that this was here.
That's doing a crumbly.
It's doing a crumbly, but I can't do anything about it yet.
Well, that's disappointing.
Also, Jack says the girl has the black lung.
What is the black lung?
She's in a mine.
Oh. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense, she says.
Listen.
Also, Davian says that was just an Orin noise, and Davian's not wrong. It's just an Orin noise. I just make noises.
That is true. You really do.
I just kind of make noises. I'm just a curmudgeon who makes noises.
You do. Like, at any opportunity.
I'll just make noises.
Yep. Like, for those of you who haven't met her in real life, like, it literally is just a thing she does in real life.
I just noise.
You just noise.
I just noise. I just proved my point.
I almost said, oh, the timing.
Oh, the timing was perfect.
Oh, hello.
He who jumps!
But see, it makes me uncomfortable that these people are also, like, wearing the masks like you and the other people, but they're, like, enemies. And you can just fight them.
There's a reason. Would you like to know the reason?
Oh, is it gonna tell us the reason eventually?
It's something I want you to pick up on a little bit.
Then we'll wait. I can try to figure it out. But I just wanted to say I 100% would have just walked up to that first enemy and been like, oh, hi! Friend!
Well, fuck me, I guess.
That's bad.
Jack says, I find masks to be quite comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in a few years. Oh, I couldn't go this way. Well, I'll just go fuck myself then. Thank you.
I didn't know you could do that.
I think I knew I could have done that, but I forgot it in that moment. Yes, something I wanted to point out is that the game starts off a little bit slow, but it picks up, I promise. Once we get into the second area, we'll be learning a lot more.
Yeah, I figured it's kind of, because it's kind of like also based on exploration, right?
Yeah, it's very much based on exploration.
Yeah, so I expected it to start a little slow.
It's also a pretty long game, and apologies, but I'm going to be gonna have to be taking a break in about 3 weeks, a month, something like that. So,
yeah, that's cool.
or like most likely be taking a break in like 3 weeks or a month or something like that. So, apologies for that, but it's pretty integral stuff. It's not really something I can help.
Gosh, why can't you stream while you're doing all of this stuff?
I'm
How
moving,
can you
Zeph.
do this?
I'm moving. Let's check on He Who Fucks, because we have one child returned to him. Every single one of those holes is a child that we need to save.
That's a lot. Ah, money!
Yeah, he gives us stuff. And it's not just money that he gives us, he also gives us some pretty integral stuff, the more children we save.
Ah.
Stop. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you too. Fuck you. Fuck. Fuck. Wee. Fuck you. I'm so P. It's level 1.
At least they're not letting all that soul go to waste.
Oh, by the way, whenever we want to find Cornifer, then we're going to want to follow path of papers like this. You know, scattered papers, they lead us to Cornifer.
Ah.
Just something I would want you to know. So I should have been going around this entire time, huh? Fuck me in the ass, I guess. Ah, this.
That. I don't think I like that. Ah. What?
Yep, you can do that. If there's enemies that are invincible, you can just kind of bounce off of them.
Do you have to like attack to like bounce? Or
You
can
have to
just,
attack,
like-
yes.
Ah.
You can also bounce off of spikes down there.
Oh.
Jack said, I was about to ask, why don't you... Oh, wait, you don't have that ability yet. No, I don't have that ability yet. Oh, that's acid! We hate acid. Hello, birth
All
giver.
my homies hate acid. Is that a mosquito?
No. Fuck.
Oh, it's
A child!
it's a baby.
A child.
A baby.
Jack says, you can't play in acid, you can only die in acid.
He's right.
He's right. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Do. Ah! Lots of money, 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 money. By the way, money doesn't go away unless you leave the room. It's very convenient.
Ah.
So, I'm gonna collect all the money and then go in there. Money, 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 money. I think I can afford the compass now, but I'm gonna get that later.
I think it was like 240
I think it was 220.
or maybe 220.
Oh, an arena, I guess. Okay.
Ah!
Sometimes the game locks you in, so you can only get out if you battle.
That ain't no. Stop spitting, that's rude. Ah, there's more! Ah!
So these are aspids. Eventually we're going to be fighting an enemy called a primal aspid, which is just a worse version of this. Everybody hates them. Everybody and their dog hates them. They are awful. Like, they don't look that bad if you're just watching, but they are awful.
Sam, he hates them. His ear twitch. He hates them too.
He hates them too. Good boy. He knows what's right.
He knows what's on the up and up.
Jack says, ah, yes, assholes.
Basically.
They're primal assholes. Just money, huh? That's fine. I can't get up there yet.
The backgrounds are also really beautiful too.
Yeah,
this
like
game
everything is hand-drawn. It's all gorgeous.
This game is like very, very aesthetically pleasing.
The Game Grumps are playing this too, and they haven't gotten very far yet, but they've been making a lot of compliments about it. They like the combat system, they like the healing system, and they also made particular note about how they really like the graphics, like how everything's just, it's a drawing. And the cool colors are, yeah, very, very pleasing. And the game kind of just adds colors as you go on. Different areas are different colors.
Ooh. Yeah, I haven't watched their playthrough yet because I knew we were doing this, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
I kind of want to like see what Orin has to say about this first.
They've made some very stupid decisions. But I'm gonna give them just a little bit of credit because they're playing completely blind.
Yeah.
They've had to already look up some walkthroughs.
Oh no.
Poor guys.
Rip.
I know I can get up somewhere. I just... Where?
Right there.
I want to do that. I just... How? Because there's a thing up there that I want. You see that?
Oh, it's a shiny.
I want that. That's basically the equivalent of a heart piece from Zelda.
Ooh.
I want that so bad. I just can't get it yet, and I'm saddened. Go to hot tub. Wait, Jack, there was a hot tub? Yeah, Jack did a bunch of Steel Soul runs at this point, so he probably knows the Forgotten Crossroads way better than I do.
Ooh. Pain. Suffering. Rip.
In the room with the assholes, says Jack. I don't want to go back to the room with the assholes, because they're assholes. You know what? I'm gonna go upwards, I think. Or at least try. Yeah, I'm gonna go upwards. I'm trying to get to a certain point. I'm just doing several different things along the way. Finding several different things along the way. If you saw that room where I was kind of locked in, I couldn't really do anything about that. There's a switch on the other side that I'm trying to find.
Ah. Mosquitoes.
Okay, there's nothing there. Why would they do that? Okay, good. I couldn't make that jump. Good. Good information to have. I knew that was gonna happen. Ouch. Ouch. Why did you have to land all the way over there?
It says run.
Worth. I should have just collected it all at once instead of using up that much soul. Oh well.
Eh.
Jack says my brain is full of jelly beans. I want that, but I also want to explore down here a little bit.
You want the jelly beans or something else?
There was a sign back there that I was paying attention to, and I want spots behind it, but I can't... Well, it's not that I can't, it's just I don't want to, yet.
Gotcha. You paused, and I thought you meant you wanted the jelly beans.
Also, this is an elevator, but we can't do anything about it yet. You can only, access it from below, and it only opens up when you access it from below. So, I can't do anything about that yet.
Wow, what a ripoff.
Wow, what a ripoff! Wow, what an asshole!
Oh, it's a thing.
I can just restore my soul by hitting. It's fine, I don't need it right now. This part of the game's pretty easy. Somewhat easy.
Stop spitting orange juice at us.
Stop spitting orange juice at us. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that the orange it's not natural.
Okay.
The reason they chose the color orange is because, in contrast with the cool colors, it's unnatural, it's alien. It's supposed to look unsettling.
Okay. Oh, it's a big one.
It gives births.
It's a baby.
Alright. What do we got here? Jeez, it's a lion! Run, Pumba, move it!
Oh, but he's so little.
Look at him! He's so cute and all alone! Can we keep him? Pumba, are you nuts? We're talking about a lion here. Lions eat guys like us.
Maybe he'll be on our side.
Wait, I've got it. What if he's on our side? Jack is now playing RuneScape. You fucking... Alright. Now our map's filled in a lot more.
Where are we?
This is a stag station.
Oh,
A toll
okay.
machine with the symbol of a stag. Insert Geo. Oops. I hate the way his legs move, but he's such a good friend. The last stag. Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ringing of the station bell. It echoed down in the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch in the depths of Hallownest. If you want to travel them, hail me to the platform. I'll take you where you need to go. The Stag Station is a quick travel point. We're gonna go back to Dirtmouth. The Stag Station in Dirtmouth wasn't actually open. We have to go back to Dirtmouth in order to open it. Through the Stag.
Okay. Also, I was wondering how you knew all of these names when I couldn't see them on the screen. They're hidden behind our little things in the bottom.
You know what? I'm just gonna... There we go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Problem solved! I guess we'll make a change for this playthrough. I'm gonna buy the compass now.
That's really
Bapanada.
Bafanada.
Bapanada. Collected a charm. Equip a charm to activate its powerful abilities. To equip a charm, open Charms menu while resting on a bench. This is what I meant for customizing yourself with optional play. Charms are things that you can equip. You can only equip a certain amount at a time based on how much they cost to equip. And certain charms will do certain things like allow you to see where you are on the map, give you certain power-ups to your sword, including range and strength. Some will allow you to do certain things when you focus to heal. Others will give you certain power-ups that you can do with your soul, etc., etc., etc. They're very... They vary a lot in the way that you can use them, and certain ones actually resonate with others pretty well.
Oh, okay. So there's like a lot of different places
Yeah.
to play with. Oh.
So, I'm going to purchase this, the bench pin. These pins will show up on your map. They'll tell you where certain things are on your map, so you can just see at a glance where you are and where certain things are in comparison to you.
Ooh, handy.
And these in particular are ones that you can place yourself, so if you see something that you want to come back to, this is what I like to use them for. There's something that I can't do quite yet. I like to place a marker on a map so I can remember to come back to them later. And I like to associate certain colors in my head with certain things that I can do.
Gotcha.
Jack says combo the Shaman Stone with the MILF billet. Yes. So, I'm gonna equip the compass now, and you'll be able to see where I am.
Yay!
See?
There you are.
That'll make things easier for you. I'll try to keep the compass on as much as possible, so that you don't get lost. I won't need it as much as you do, though.
Okay. And yeah, if there's a spot where you're like, I definitely need this other charm, please feel free to equip it to make your thing easier.
Yeah, of course. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the Stag Station. The Stag Stations are really nice in that you only have to pay to summon the Stag once. Once you summon the Stag in that station, you can use that station for free.
Oh, that's really nice.
He also says different things if you just talk to him down here. This place, we're near the surface, I believe. There's a town here. You should take the opportunity to rest. This place was once full of travelers coming and going. It seems much quieter now. The Stag is a full character in himself, and he's really interesting.
Dang.
The things that characters are named actually serve quite a significant purpose, and you're want to remember them for later. His name was the Last Stag, so you're gonna want to remember that. Where am I? You know what? I might as well. There's something else I want to do by going upwards, but there's also something that I can pass by doing if I go downwards. And I'm just gonna do that really quick.
Okay.
Come on, babe. Come on, darling. Don't do this.
Please do not.
There is a room with a couple of those, and I once got myself trapped and there were a bunch of little guys flying around, and I was like, if I leave this spot, I die.
Oh no.
That was in my very first playthrough of the game, and I felt very stupid. Okay. Hello.
Hello, Jumpy.
Hello, gentlemen. Too bad I had to kill you. Davian says, I returned out of bed and with food. Hello, Davian. Welcome back.
Hello.
We went back and got the compass and the... open the stag station in the Forgotten Crossroads. Hello, pregnant mother! The Gruz mother!
What?
This is our first boss! This is our first boss!
Ah! The way the music like muffles when you get hit is very like
It works very well.
it is. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it, but it's kind of like yeah, you just got distracted because you got hit and everything like kind. Hitters? Oh, I don't like that. You knew that was gonna happen.
I knew that was gonna happen. It's like, is that really the way you're gonna fight? Just giving all of your children head trauma? I want to get up there so bad, but I can't!
Run and jump.
Now this I need. Notice that he's orange.
Oh, you oaf. You wield your nail like a club. Let me see. How much deeper do we have to go?
Oh, what? Who are you?
I see. This old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be heading back. If we return above, come see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I think I can thank you properly for your good deed.
He's a shopkeeper. If we go back to Dirtmouth, his shop will be open.
Oh yay!
I was waiting for Zeph to see that, says Jack. Zeph to see what in particular, Jack? Please tell me. The pregnant mother or Sly?
Okay. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that?
Remove
I
from that
shouldn't have done that.
guy.
I should have remembered that she does that. I'm stupid.
This is something that we cannot do yet, but I want to remember that it's here. This is a tram. A door with an open
Ooh.
slot. We would need a tram pass in order to do this. We do not have a tram pass.
Slide myself into the slot.
I'm not small enough to fit into the slot. I am Bug, but I'm not that small.
But
Yes, this is the room where I almost died because of the birth givers.
yeah, I don't like this one.
It's like, that's unsettling.
Yeah, something about this makes me very uncomfortable. I do not think I appreciate this one.
There's a birth-giving enemy that's even more dangerous than this later on.
And I do not... The sound it makes! Why does it have to do that?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Don't like that.
No, not a fan.
They're bugs, didn't really think much of it.
That is true.
Jack said, because wow, our first boss is a pregnant mother. That's batshit insane.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Fuck.
Ooh. Oh, so spikes are like kind of an instant death.
Not really instant death, they just,
Yeah, it's a baby. Oh,
they just do one
Wait,
mask of
that-
damage.
hold on.
What?
That floating rock isn't attached to anything. Where did it burrow to?
Diglett logic.
I don't like this.
Also, Yus says bug game. Welcome, Yus, to bug game.
Hello, it's a bug game.
Welcome to the bug game. Squints.
Pointy.
Ha 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 ha. That jump is very tight. Yes.
Very nice.
Wait a sec. Oh, I see where I am now.
Oh, I've got a sword! And a shield!
It's actually called a nail. See, bugs can't really wield swords, but they can wield nails.
Ah, that makes
Like,
sense.
the sword that I have is actually called a nail.
On guard!
On guard! There we go. One of the tamer enemies I could have fought. Nicely done, says Davian. Thank you. Ah! This is a grub that the Game Grumps missed.
Ah! I mean, I feel like I would have missed that. I feel like most people would miss that. I didn't hear it, though.
Yeah, typically you can hear where the grubs are. Sort of. Jack says, also for the next boss, I think you're going into the fight. Ah!
I just watched you sit there. I was like,
I remember the timing that I used, and you really want to impress Zeph. Yeah, there's a boss that I want to fight, and it's, probably the hardest boss in the first area, which is kind of like saying I'm the toughest first grader.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna heal really quick, or save really quick before I fight this boss.
Oh, man. Oh, is this the boss?
No, this is, just him.
Oh. But are we going to the boss?
I'm going to the boss. I'm going to the boss.
Oh boy.
If you see that symbol with the horns, that's the boss.
Oh.
Yes. But also, first, there's a thing over here that I want to explore. And I want to open this door.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the room that I was stuck in. That was when I was like, oh shit, I have to go around the other way.
Oh.
So this is something that, we're gonna have to do later. Sly is selling something called a Lumifly lantern. It costs 1,800 geo to buy, and it's actually essential for beating the game. If you know your way around dark areas like that, you still need the Lumifly lantern because certain events won't trigger unless you have it.
Oh.
Ah, yes, a big guy. Hello, big guy.
Oh, it's a big.
Extra thick! Did he seriously open that path? There was a breakable wall here, and he opened it.
Well, thank you, sir.
Really? Also, I can't do anything about it yet, though. I'm just gonna show you that it's here, and I really want to remember this for later.
Oh my.
See that
God.
gap? I can't do anything about that yet.
Hate that. That looks like pointy death.
It's pointy death. For now.
Man, and their bodies just lay there. Like,
Yep.
that's sad.
Jack says, Elderbug, I'm trying to fight the bad guys, but I'm dummy thick, and the size of my nail keeps alerting the guards.
This seems like an important room.
Oh, does it now?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little. Oh, this one seems more important.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Oh, okay.
The false knight! Notice how he doesn't give me soul.
Oh, enemies don't give you soul?
This guy doesn't give me soul unless I strike this.
What the? What? It's got a little baby head! Okay.
Oh crap, I forgot that. I'm concentrating super hard. The Game Grumps lost to this guy once. The first time.
What?
And that was the false knight.
What? It's a little grabby thing.
Hey, watch this. Keep watching.
Okay. What? What? Ah! You were just using another bug to just beat the shit out of you?
Yep.
That bug has to have like the biggest headache right now.
Damien says what? Many. Jack says is bug.
That's like the epitome of I'll beat this motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I never even thought about that. I'm just gonna beat this
like,
motherfucker with another motherfucker.
That bug has the worst job ever.
At least he couldn't die.
That is true.
I could have bounced him around as much as I wanted to, but I hate the sounds that he makes and I felt bad.
Ooh, a liver.
A liver. Wait, did I get the city crest? Oops.
Yes, that's how you got a thingy.
City crest. There we go. Yeah.
A lamp.
Jack says that bug. Flintstone's voice. It's a living.
Yeah. There are torches.
Yes.
I didn't know these bugs had acquired the power of fire.
This is actually a bit of an advanced society.
I mean, they did have an elevator.
What is that creeping out in the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down to Helena's corpse, but I won't ask that. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. This is a snail shaman. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift. A nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Ho 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 ho.
Ooh. She just fucking killed you.
Jack says, yes, it's Doom Laser time. This is something else you can do with Soul. You can cast spells. We got our first spell. Consume the Vengeful Spirit. Tap A to unleash your spirit. So if I wanted to heal, I would hold A, but if I wanted to use a spell, I would tap A.
Ah.
Oh, you're working at last? I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but it seems you must have slipped away. It seems I must have slipped away myself. Now that you're awake, I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as your payment for my gift, of course, simply because now we're friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with the small favor, my friend. Ho 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 ho! Thanks. I don't want to use my Vengeful Spirit yet. I don't want to do it. It costs soul. Look into the Ancestral Mound. This isn't a full area. Sometimes there's little smaller areas that have names for some reason, but they aren't really part of your map.
Okay.
They're like mini dungeons, I suppose. They have somewhat mostly linear paths. This enemy, by the way, is called a Baldur. B-A-L-D-U-R.
A Baldur.
A Baldur. There's something fun that you can do with them. I'm going to have to link you a video after we're done with the stream.
You just like knock them around everywhere.
It's more fun than that. It requires so much precision, though. Like, Jack tried to do it, but he couldn't.
Oh no.
Split. Was there something down here before I break that? Oh, no, that's just the way back down. I'm God. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to need some soul, but... I'm going to admit something right now. A lot of time I forget that my spells exist. I mostly use my, soul for healing. Despite this game wanting you to play aggressively, I'm actually a bit more of a defensive player, but I'm trying to change that.
Oh, there's two of them.
There was 2 of them. And there's some lifeblood in here. Thank God! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Wait, where'd they go? Where did they go?
I don't know.
Where did they go?
You were fully healed, right?
I was fully healed, yes, but... Where did the beans go? There they are!
Oh.
You have to actually kill those in order to get the lifeblood.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh,
Remember this guy?
Oh, yes! We can fight it now! Oh, dang. Rip.
Rip. What is this? Oh, Soul Catcher! I'm gonna want to equip that as soon as possible. So it's done then. You've slain the beast. The poor thing must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns fill it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you couldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. And look, the gate between us is opened. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whatever you're seeking, it will find you. Do you remember what Sly said about the air in the caverns not agreeing with him?
Oh, because he had like the orangey stuff around his head and he had like wandered off on his own.
The same thing happened to that bug.
Is that what's happening to the other bugs?
Yes.
That kind of look like you?
Yes.
Oh.
Put simply, they're all sick. They all have an illness.
Oh. Also, our friend is gone.
Dex says Quill's playstyle, spells and dodge tactics, Galaxy Brain level plays, Dex tactics, stabby stab, 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 stab. He's not wrong.
In a pinch, just stab.
So, now we're ready to move on to the next area. But before we do that, I want to visit He Who Fucks and Izelda and Sly, just to see what he has.
Okay.
As much as I would like to buy the Lumafly lantern, we're probably just gonna wait on that. Because I really want that stuff from Izelda. split. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh! Jack says it works though, and he's not wrong. The game does encourage you to play aggressively, and that's what he does. Jack says sometimes you just need to be an angry knife boy when you get in stabbing match with God.
I believe it's true.
It's true. Alright, let's see what Sly has. Oh, what a turn! Our shopkeeper's come home. Just wandered back in. I hoped for grand tales from his time below, but it seems he's remembered all as nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him? If you're interested in his wares, watch out! He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition, that's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. Yes, sometimes his stuff is a little expensive, but he has good stuff.
Oh, hello, I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I have several items that may improve your chance for survival.
The mask shard is the heart piece that I was wanting. A vessel fragment, there's actually a way to improve how much soul you can hold. If you collect 3 vessel fragments, then you can hold another full charge of soul. A simple key will open a simple lock. There's a couple of these scattered throughout the world, and he just happens to have one of them. I want this.
Gathering Swarm.
That's a charm that will make it so if you kill an enemy and it drops a geo, then the geo will automatically fly towards you.
Ooh.
Stalwart Shell. This is another charm. Life in Hollowness can be tough and always taking hits and getting knocked around. This charm grants you more time to recover from taking damage, so it gives you some more iframes. This is the Lumafly Lantern, and I want it, but I can't get it. The Rancid Egg. I found this under my counter. Some creature must have laid it here while I was stuck in the rooms. I suppose you could buy it. I won't miss its sour odor. I don't want it. I can't even do anything with Rancid Eggs yet. Not that I really want them.
Got you.
Oh, wait. I wanted to equip the thing. This button. So, this is the Soul Catcher. I have 3 charm notches, so the Wayward Compass costs 1 charm notch to equip. The Gathering Swarm costs 1 as well. Soul Catcher costs 2. So, I'm just gonna do this, because it's a little bit more useful in the long run for me.
Bapanada.
Cocoons, no. Vendors, maybe. Stagways, yes. These 2, definitely. And... yeah, vendors. Alright. So now our map is updated.
Yay.
Alright, let's go back down.
Woo.
Jack says, get you a man that makes you go, ha, babanada. Doop doop. Doop doop. Doop 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 doop. Get you a man that makes you go into retail and go, ha, babanada. I have a full charge of soul, right? Yes.
Yep.
Hello, fucker. Come on, dude. This doesn't have to be that hard! Yeah!
Ooh.
Yep, that's what the Gathering Swarm does. And I'm just gonna go further because I ain't scared of shit! You notice how the color palette is changing? We're entering a new area.
Ooh. It's all mossy.
Yep, it's all mossy. Welcome to level 2. Green path.
Ooh.
It's all foresty.
Yeah.
Alright.
Friend, you alright there?
No, he's not. He is most certainly not.
No. Oh! Brendo, you're a...
Some enemies explode after you kill them.
Well, that's unsettling.
You know how we were talking in the, Oh. You know how you were talking in the, Metroid Prime playthrough, where sometimes, you really like it when video games have enemies that are just kind of like, oh, there's just this animal here?
Yeah.
This game does that! If you saw those little bird guys, those are just animals. They don't do anything to you.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
They're just chilling. They're just living their life. Oh, I forgot about you.
Oh, hello.
I am a fool! That thing is called a fool eater.
It said, fuck you, yes you are.
It's dead, fuck you, yes you are. I'm a fool. Please chop me up. I'm a fool.
It said, nom nom, breakfast time.
Breakfast. Bench. We do not have the map for this area yet. We're
Oh.
going to have to find Cornifer. These backgrounds are just gorgeous.
What?
Oh my god. Oh. Oh, I love this game so much. It's so beautiful.
Cornifer, where are you at?
We'll know where he is. We'll figure it out. Jack says, crimchy.
Oh, huh, ha, you! Youngst! Wait, come back!
She's, like that.
No, come back, wait! Hello!
She's like that.
Come back, I love you.
Come back, I love you. Daughter. Oh. Ah!
Ah!
Why did I do that? I'm stupid. I'm so stupid.
Your brain is just so nice and smooth.
My brain is so nice and smooth. Now, was there something that I was missing from not going upwards? I know she was there, but I can't reach that ledge yet. But that's about it. Okay. I did it again. Jack, why did you have to say waifu material? That's not weird. We're not here to simp. We're here to enjoy.
I mean, I'm here to simp sometimes.
Sometimes, but this is a bug.
That's true. You have a point.
I'm stupid.
Ah! I didn't know those would just like shoot at you.
That's a different enemy altogether.
Oh.
Hey, sir, would you like to come over here?
Oh my god. Are you allowed to murder this bug? Oh no! I can remember the very first time I played Breath of the Wild, because I got my Switch like 2 or so weeks after it came out. I was playing
Lucky.
it and I rolled a boulder down a cliff and I crushed a bunch of bokoblins and I nearly cried from laughing.
Ah, hey! Our best friend is nearby.
Ah!
Fuck.
The neighbors!
Fuck. Why did I do that? I'm so smooth brain.
Too excited about a map.
Jack says I'm fucking wheezing. Oh. I see now. Too excited about I'm the map, 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 I'm the map!
Hello, friend!
Hello, best friend! Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. Yes, please, I want it. Yes. 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 Thank you. Well, I hear a baby, but I can't do anything about it yet. I think... Yeah, I can't do anything about it yet. So, this is the instance where I want to place a marker, because I know there is a baby here, but I can't do anything about it yet.
Ah.
I'm gonna place one here too, because I couldn't reach that ledge yet. This song is so calm. Jack
It's
calls...
really nice.
Oh yeah, Jack calls Corner for a corn dog.
What's up, sea dog?
Okay, there wasn't anything over there. Okay. Plump. Hello, Lurker.
Hi, Lurk!
Doop 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 doop.
Oh, no. Hello, sir. Let me just turn around and walk away.
Daddy Squib, you brute fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it to my journal. It will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of a hunter.
The Hunter's Journal is a bestiary.
Oh. I
To open the journal-
definitely thought this thing was about to eat you.
To open the journal, then navigate. Okay. If you defeat enough enemies in the Hunter's Journal, then the hunter will give you his personal notes about them. The Crawlid, timid scavenger that crawls through the caverns looking for food, and the hunter's notes are dull and pathetic, hardly worth killing. But we don't have enough information about the Vengefly to know what the hunter thinks about them.
Oh.
There's actually some pretty funny stuff in here. And bosses we get the hunter's notes about pretty much immediately. A maggot driven mad by a strange force inhabits a stolen armored shell. Weak creatures love to steal the strength of others. Their lives are brief and fearful, and yet they yearn to have the power to dominate those who would dominate them. So whatever stole the husk of the false knight was basically someone who was bullied but became the bully themselves.
Oh. And it said it was driven mad by a strange force, quote unquote.
Yep.
I'm sensing a theme.
You're sensing a theme in what? Oh! We haven't encountered this yet. Why is it here already? Shade, echo of a previous life, defeat it to retake its power and become whole. Each of us leaves an imprint of something when we die, a stain on the world. I don't know how much longer this kingdom can bear the weight of so many past lives. So, when you die in this game, the place where you died has one of these left behind. It's an echo of yourself, a little ghosty of yourself. When you die, all your money is lost and carried by this thing, and your soul gauge is broken, and you can't carry as much soul as you normally would be able to. In order to reclaim all of your money and fix your soul gauge, you must find this thing and beat it. A lot of people compare this game to Dark Souls in this sense.
Oh.
Jack says, I see. People die when they are killed. It also makes a strange song when you beat it. So, it's a little freaky. Dude. Oh, Geo. Come here. Money. Oh!
Pointy!
Very pointy! I'm gonna go around. Yes, I'm going to go around. Oh! There's a baby down here.
Oh.
Baby!
Hello!
Fuck. I've lost a little bit of my edge with this game. I hate to say it, but I'm a little bit rusty.
That makes sense.
I did practice a little bit yesterday, free-fighting some old bosses.
Ah! You! Wait, come back!
When you beat a new enemy, you get a new journal entry. And when you defeat enough enemies to get the Hunter's Nose, another symbol appears on the bottom of the screen.
Ah!
I see you! You're not getting me this time!
Is there a tell for those, like, on the ground somewhere? Like,
Yeah, you can see where they are. It's a little bit faint, but you'll be able to see the outlines of where they're drawn.
Ah.
And I'm gonna make a bit of a pick stop before going onwards. Am I going the right way? I think so. Where am I?
You're right here.
I'm here. Oh, there's a bench here.
Oh.
Jack says, not today, Zerg. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be making a bit of a pit stop.
Okay. A bit. Oh.
Oh, yeah, something I probably should have shown you. But, when you're looking at the map, you notice the knight actually also looks at the map. And you can walk around while you have your map open.
Oh. That seems like a great way to walk off of a cliff.
It kind of is.
That's why when we first all started playing Among Us together, everyone was sus of me because I'd like stop walking suddenly and then start walking again, but it's because I'm stupid and I have to open the map while I'm not walking or else I just walk into walls.
I have to open the map while I'm not walking because I use the mouse. Oh, I can't do anything here yet. Yeah, I need the Lumafly Lantern before I can do this. And another item which I don't have yet. So I'm just gonna... boop!
Ooh.
I was like, what is this? I know what this is. Like, even if I went through that cave, and even if I was able to find my way with the Lumafly lantern, and even if I had the Lumafly lantern, I wouldn't be able to do that yet. Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. Come on, sir. This doesn't have to be that hard.
Oh, hello.
Woohoo! Pit stop, here we go! Welcome to the Fog Canyon. This is another area. I'm not gonna stay here for very long, because, there's not really a way to, or not really a, incentive to really go through here yet. And I can't actually even get the map for this area yet, because it's behind a certain obstacle that I can't go through yet. And, I'm going to say this right now. This is probably one of the safest, but also simultaneously one of the most dangerous places to traverse. The general idea here is don't hurt it and it won't hurt you.
Okay.
Would you like to see what I mean?
Are those jellyfish in the foreground? Okay, they are.
Would you like to see what I mean by don't hurt it
Yeah.
and it won't hurt you?
Is it going to attack you as soon as you try to attack it?
Watch this.
Oh! Ah, no.
Yeah, no, don't hurt it and it won't hurt you. So, I'm just gonna be careful. There's a certain something that I want here. And I'm just going to grab it and get out. I don't want to stay for very long. I know it's on the right side. No, left side. Not right side, left side. Is it here? Maybe.
Ah, it's a jockey.
That wasn't correct. That was incorrect. Ah! Fuck.
Oh, I'm getting stressed just watching this.
This has the color palette of another area, but we're not in another area yet. It's just like another area.
Ah. Like temple.
I'm not going to tell you what this area is yet because we're not officially in it. And it's not really an area we're going to actually visit in full until pretty late game. Just want to tell you right now, it's very dangerous. Oh, hello. Hello? I can't do that yet. Come on. Line up. Oh.
So, what is the thing we are here to get?
I'm getting to that part.
Oh, I thought this was like where we needed to go.
I thought it was. Lurk says you can do some fun or risky stuff with them too. Some fun and risky stuff with them though. Lurk is referring to the exploding jellyfish.
The big jellies.
Yeah, the big jellies. You can do some pretty fun stuff with them, just not yet. I'm not that ballsy. Not yet. I'm not powerful enough yet. Can I not do this yet? Okay. Or, if I leave and come back, I could probably do something else.
Bucky Boo. Bucky Boo. Come down here. Come down here. You wanna come down here? Fuck. Shit. Come on. Come on. Well, this is a nightmare.
Yay!
Well, nope, there's nothing I can do here.
Oh. You served your purpose.
Lurk says so you might see how that could lead to some fun. Yes, it was up here, I think. I just went the wrong way.
Oh, great!
Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! No!
Well,
Welp. I think I just went the wrong way. I know I can get this thing right now. I know I can. At least I think I can. If I'm wrong, I'll just come back later. I know it's a detour over to the left. Shit. Ah! I'm just gonna go around the other way. Who wants my crown? Crown of Hallownest, 99 cents. Is this it? Oh my god.
there's something really unnerving about these things swimming in
Nope.
space.
I can't do that yet either. I know it's here. There's something I want to get, and I know it's here, but where? Was it that other path and I just couldn't do anything there yet? Oh, hello.
Here's? Hello?
Hello there, dearie. I was about to close up shop and run until you came along. I provide a banking service if you're interested. Losing one's Geo is a terrible thing, and it's so much more likely to go about caring about yourself. My vault is so much more secure. In all my time as a banker, I've never lost a single Geo. Maybe you've considered opening an account? Do you want to do this? I've personally never used this.
I mean, do you think you're gonna die and, like, run the risk of losing all your money?
I'm not that worried about it.
Then nah.
I understand. It's difficult to part with one Geo. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Sorry.
She runs a scam!
Oh, what?
If you deposit a certain amount of money, she disappears.
What?
And when you come to recollect that money after you pass a certain amount, you'll find that the thing that she's sitting in is just wood. It's just cardboard. It falls over. You'll be able to find her later and recollect the money that you lost, but she runs a scam.
Ma'am! How dare you?
Queen
What
Station.
were you gonna do if I had said yes?
Just done it. And saved it for later.
Isn't this something? I did not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy descent. The bugs of Hallownest must have been quite an impressive lot, building such grand structures so far in these wilds. seems the dangerous creatures haven't yet made their way in here. It's the perfect place for a quick rest. I didn't expect to come this far, but I might as well open the stag station here.
Yeah.
Just, while I'm here. We don't have the map for this area.
Rip.
Let's see what the stag has to say about it. This gladdens me. The Queen Station is open once more. This place was a bustling hub of travel, well-found place for travelers visiting the outer edges of the land. You're quite the explorer to find this place. I'm not going to use the services at the moment. Do you have any questions?
No, I think I'm good right now. Did we
I can't do
find
this
the
yet.
thing that you wanted to find?
No, we did not! I'm wondering, where is it? Where is it? I'm so P. Do I need a certain power-up first? Where is it? I know it's an alcove over to the left, but where is it? Jack, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I was saying earlier, there's something really unnerving about a bunch of jellyfish just kind of like in the air, like obviously affected by a different kind of gravity than you are, where it's like they seem to be like swimming through a substance, but that substance isn't affecting you.
This game makes you feel things.
It
Jack says, are you looking for Bastard? Yeah, I'm kind of looking for Bastard. Dude. Well, looks like I have no choice.
Ah! Oh, I killed the other one!
Yep. Mr. Steal Your Girl. No, I'm not looking for Mr. Steal Your Girl. I'm not looking for him.
She said she's looking for Bastard.
I'm not looking for him. I'm looking for a different bastard. I'm looking for a dead bastard that gives me a scream. I just want to scream. Then I'm lost. I told you where this was, Jack! I redirected you to where this was! Ugh. I'm gonna try again, because I think I just couldn't find it. Is it up here? Jack says, oh, that bastard. Yes, that bastard! I just want to scream. I just want to scream. That's all I want. I just want to scream. Just let me scream. Please, I just want to scream. Jack says, I don't know if you can get it yet. Rip. Why is my brain so smooth?
Your brain said
Zeph,
no
answer me
think.
this. Why is my brain so smooth?
Because it said no think.
Yeah, I don't think I can do this yet. I'll have to remember to come back later. The next time I'm in the Queen Station, I'll remember to come back here. I'll just use that one marker.
Okay. Because you keep dropping in acid. Yes, because I'm smooth brain. I'll come back later then. But yeah, this is the Fog Canyon. This is here. It exists. I just can't do anything here yet.
It is a thing.
It is a thing. Welcome back to Green Path. We're gonna do our actual objective. I have a many brain thinks.
You're thinking the thing?
I'm doing a brain think. I'm stupid. I just walked into a parked car.
We all do it.
Hey,
That car ran into you.
Jack says, I'm saying you're smooth brain because you keep dropping in acid. Yeah, I know. I'm so smooth brain. Yeah, there was a Fool Eater there. That's fine. Just leave it alone. I can't do anything there. Oh, wait. Yes, I know what I'm doing.
Oh!
You're not just dropping in acid, you're just dropping acid. Says Jack. Okay. I don't need to be insulted like this. I am only baby.
It's true.
I'm allowed to insult you, Jack, because Gordon Ramsay is allowed to insult people who are supposed to be experts. And here you are, fighting the bosses you are. And I've never seen hide or hair of them. Personally. Jack says the person... Jack says the person who kept on throwing shade when I was doing terrible last night. Yes.
Ah!
Exactly. Exactamundo. I got T-sowed once, says Jack. Once. Yeah, you're just gonna let something fall on you like that? You pea brain? Oh, can I not do this yet? I cannot do this yet. I got T-sowed once. Once. I'm still laughing about it. Good! Allow yourself to laugh at being T-sowed, dude.
What is the T-sowed?
I'll tell you later. I want to see if there's something over here. Before I go up there. Oh, I can't get that yet. It's not even a big deal.
Ah! No, come back!
Jack says Tiso is a bastard.
Oh, okay.
Ah, fuck. Oh, wait, yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! I went around the right way! Woohoo! I'm not as smooth brain as I thought I was. Okay.
Oh, there's a little murky mark up there.
Alright. Let's do it. Dude,
That was real close. Oh, rip.
you were saying?
I was impressed that you one that got hit.
Fuck you, enemies. I just want to admire the penis.
Wait, what?
Look at it.
Oh.
I don't know why, but they made some, quite questionable decisions about the structures they made in this game.
I mean, they're bugs. They don't know.
What does a bug penis look like?
I don't want to know. That is not a thing I need on my Google history. Oh,
Jack says raise your dongers.
Jack, no.
Raise your daughters.
I'm just doing a little exploring. I know where I need to go, I just don't want to go there quite yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the bus, Gio. Oh, this is the drop-off point. I'm not doing that. I guess I can take that away now that I know what it is. I'm just gonna... Nope. Imagine someone, like, it's a glory hole, but then, like... Ah!
Oh.
I'm 26 years old and I'm making these jokes. Wait. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do. You make such cute noise, but I must kill you. Unfortunate.
Rip.
What a wonderful world. Okay. Jack says I need Jesus. Yeah, and? I don't want Jesus. What if I don't want Jesus? Lurk says defiling the great ancestry of your bug ancestors. Yeah, and what are you gonna do about it? They're dead. They don't have opinions.
That is true.
Unless you believe in, like, the afterlife or something. Lurk says, I'm sure there are some bosses in this game that'll do something about it. Squints.
Hello? Oh! It's Harry, on guard, heal! Hey, start spitting in food.
Jack says he's lost many Steel Soul runs to these guys, but I don't see them as that much of a threat.
So, is this Steel Soul make the whole game harder, or is it just that after you die you can't like revive?
Hold on. Sorry, the game was loud. What did you say?
Steel Soul, does it make the whole game harder, or is it just you can't revive after you die?
It's just you can't revive after you die.
Oh, okay.
And because of those changes, certain things in the game are changed. Do you remember the rancid egg that was in Sly's shop that I didn't want to buy?
Yes.
If you take that to a certain merchant, they'll be able to just call your Shade Soul whenever you want, wherever you. So, if you like really, really don't want to go back to the place where you died, you can instead go to that merchant.
That's nice.
But rancid eggs aren't exactly a thing in Steel Soul mode. So, instead, that particular merchant was replaced by somebody called Steel Soul Jin.
Oh, what is Steel Soul Jin?
Steel Soul Jin just talks to you. They don't do anything else. I think you get a little bit of lore out of Steel Soul Jin, but I don't really remember what it is.
Ah, used again.
I'm gonna beat him just because money. Cool. Jack says Moss Knights are the worst. I fucking hate these guys. Like said, Jack, I don't think they're that bad. You just need to get good. The greater mind once dreamed of Leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us. Un is the lord of this area. We're not gonna see her for quite a while.
Yeah, I thought so.
Wait a sec. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way.
So one thing that would definitely bug me if I was playing this game, and I know it's like this in a lot of Metroidvanias, the boss or enemies not having health bars
Yeah,
bothers me.
I feel that. Wait, what? Oh, he's dead already. So, map updated. I'm gonna try going around. Dude.
Rip.
Wait. Did I hear a baby? I don't think I heard a baby. I'm gonna try to go around. I may or may not have gone the wrong way. Were you able to see that guy? Oh, I
Yeah,
can't go
now
the
I
wrong
can
way! My god! This is dumb.
Uh-oh.
This is dumb! Here it is, the big institution. Oh my god! Hey, Jack. Where on the map is the Flangefly King? I don't remember where the Vengefly King is.
It says his little crowny thing is like to the left.
Lurk says, for me, the Moss Knights are tricky because their tells throw me off. I can understand that. They did kind of throw me off a little bit when they backed up instead of attacked. Oh, I didn't need to heal. If you're not paying attention, you can waste soul by healing, but you didn't need to heal. It's a little dumb, but not too big of a complaint. You just need to pay attention. Davian says, "Oh yay, still going. Welcome back. Did you miss me?"
Matt.
Oh, I already fought you. I'm just gonna do it again because money. Come on. Ooh, doo-doo.
Dead.
Cool guys never look at explosions. Oh, I see what I had to do now. I'm dumb. Or... yeah, I'm a little bit dumb. I see what I had to do. Zeph, why am I so smooth brain?
Oh wait, I heard a thing. Go back. I think I heard a baby.
It wasn't a baby, it was just an enemy.
Oh.
Good catch, though. Thanks for listening out.
Yeah, it sounded like little, like...
Oh! The thing I was asking about!
Hello? Are you okay? What?
This is the Benchfly King.
It's you!
Dude. Woohoo! Davian says stepped out to take a shower, so also I do think I remember these chaps.
Just like you.
What, me? Screamy? No.
No, the screaming thing.
The Benchfly King is one of those enemies where if you can't beat him, you need to go back to preschool.
Oh, this is the hardest preschooler?
No.
Ah!
We are approaching a pretty hard boss, though. Are you okay, sir? Sir?
Hello?
Hello?
Friend? Ah!
Hi! Just what do you think you're doing? You dare come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in way and causing bother? Know this, cur, I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, and you'll find out why they call my weapon the Life Ender. Here he is, the biggest douche of the universe. In all the galaxies, there's no bigger douche than you. You've reached the top, the pinnacle of douchedom. Good going, douche. Your dreams have come true.
You were getting eaten by a monster and we saved you! You had to get saved by a kindergartner.
Kindergartner. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm glad I reacted. I didn't remember this guy was here. Same with you, buddy. Oh! The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here we shall now wait, patient for the call of return. For the call to return. I hear a baby.
You're not a baby.
Maybe not. Baby not. Let's see if I can find the baby. I think the baby's this way. Baby's this way. There's barely not enough room to fight this guy. There we go. Hello, baby. Lurk says, I actually like Zoe because he's kind of hilarious. You know what? That's fair. Whoa, hello. I don't know why I'm fighting you, I just want to.
Money.
But also money. Cool. These are the actual Moss Knight bastards. Yep. They're a little annoying, but I think they're fine. There's actually some enemies that I don't have as much of a hard time with as a lot of other people did. Including some bosses, actually. Like, I was looking specifically at a boss ranking list that somebody did. And I was like, why did you place this boss so high? It's not that hard.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I can understand if the boss being a little bit hard if you don't have specific upgrades, but like, if you do have those upgrades, it's not bad at all. Oh, Stag Station. I'm gonna rest there first. Like, there's two bosses in this area that I want to beat. One of them is nearby-ish, one of them is not quite as nearby. Jack says I have an easy time with some bosses and compared to others, and then there's Marmu. Don't do this to me, Jack. Some bosses that are considered easy I've died to, and it's a little embarrassing. You opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm grateful for the opportunity to once more travel through the kingdom. As I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me, like the stagways of my mind are running once more. Continue to open the stations and you'll have my deepest gratitude. Okay. Yes, there was a lever that I needed to press. I'm gonna push the lever first and worry about everything else later. Remember I was like, oh, that's balls, I don't want to go all the way around? Here's the lever.
Yeah.
I can go around now.
Aha! Hooray!
Hooray! These guys are very cute, and I like the sounds they make. Too bad they have to die.
I mean, you could spare them.
But I want money. I need money in order to do the thing that allows me to save the world.
You could spare them.
No thanks. I want money. We're getting closer to the Lumafly lantern! Always a good thing. Come on. Lurker says, Marmu's either you do well at the fight and you feel great until you make one mistake and everything goes to heck. That's accurate. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Where's that one boss I was thinking of? Oh. Oh, yeah. I think I know where I am. I guess that applies to a few other bosses too, though. Yeah. Lose your rhythm with some bosses and everything just goes to shit. Okay. Let's go in here. Finally. This is the end goal we've been looking for all along. Zeph.
Ah! Sorry, I looked away. Ah! Hello. I scared my dog again. Hi.
Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This whole kingdom. A terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you try to do. I can't allow it. This is Hornet!
Hornet! Oh boy.
I want you to notice something about her when I strike her with my nail.
Oh! She doesn't do the thing. She doesn't have the orange.
She doesn't have the orange.
She's also kicking your ass.
She's a little difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Crap. god. Her theme is so good.
It really is.
There we go!
Hey. Wait, come back.
Got the Mothwing cloak. We got a dash.
Woo!
Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace.
What?
So Hornet is cool, right?
Yes.
Hollow Knight Silksong, which is currently in development, allows you to play as Hornet.
Oh, hell yes.
The main character of Silksong is Hornet. And everybody's looking
Hell
forward to it. Like, what little we've seen of Silksong looks incredible. Jack says, turns out she keeps running away because she's asset fighting. Where am I going? What is this? What is this? I don't know what this is.
Yawn.
Oh, it's the Lake of Un!
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave him alone. Oh, you see those in the background? The flying thingy?
Oh, yes.
That's just another damn animal that they just threw in.
It's just chilling.
It's just chilling.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Seems you both tread from far from the path. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. This building suggests some form of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite. Or maybe she's going easy on you this time, says Lurker. Maybe. I didn't realize this was where the Lake of Un was. I thought it was somewhere else. We can't do anything here yet. It's just here.
Aw.
But there is something here that I'm going to want. Just later. So now that we have the Mothwing cloak, there's a lot more that we can do.
Yeah, 'cause we can fly.
Sort of. And now that we have it, I feel way safer now. Like, this allows you to dodge attacks a lot easier. This allows you to move a little bit faster. It's just overall very, very useful. And I want to save before I die. Okay, I'm getting used to it. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Yeah, there was that. And that, and that. Okay, there's a couple things I can do.
I watched Critical Role, and there was an episode last night where a major villain came back at like the last minute in an episode, and I was following someone on Tumblr, and I just looked, and they had just caught up to the episode, and they were like, "This person is back, and all of our fan art is about crabgrass."
What?
There was an instant where a character used speak to plants to talk to a bunch of crabgrass, and now it's the favorite NPC.
Okay. That's not what I expected to hear today.
So yeah, this huge major villain that like a lot of people really liked and we thought was gone forever is gone. But all we care about is this patch of grass.
Okay. Did the DM think this was going to happen?
No, none of us thought this was going to happen. Yeah, the duality of critical. Oh, those are pointy. Oh. Oh, well, that's just mean.
Damn it.
Oh. The skills.
Thorns of Agony! A charm that I actually really like. At least for early game.
I'm guessing it's like a counter. Like if something damages you, you damage it.
Yeah, it's a revenge attack.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the word revenge. I was just like, it hurts you back.
Good guess.
Thank you. Because usually in games, a thorn effect is usually like the revenge thing. Is that a baby?
No, that wasn't a baby. It was one of those little bush thingies. Like that thing down there was one of those.
It sounds like baby-ish.
I know it sounds babyish. There's another enemy that I actually thought sounded a little like the babies when I was watching Claude play this, but I was wrong. Okay. Damn it.
Oops.
Stop it. Okay. I'm gonna take the bench really quick. Now, we're approaching another boss, and this is a boss that I had an embarrassingly hard time with my first time.
Oh no.
The boss literally only has 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Oops.
I'm just like, I'm fine, this'll be fine.
It's all good.
It's all good. Ah! Massive meandering cucumber.
Oh, it's a friend.
This is the massive moss charger.
Oh. Is this the boss?
Yes.
Ah.
Damn it, I'm about to die.
Crap a little bit.
I'm fine. But only because I'm doing this in a very stupid way.
Whoa, you did it! No, now it's all the little ones.
A lot of bosses in this game are completely optional. But I'm kind of trying to get as close to 100% as I can.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Or, in this game's case, 112%.
What?
This game has 112% as its final rating.
Now,
And that's because of the DLCs.
Oh, okay.
I think in my main file I have 106%. Lurk says I usually just pogo off of him. That's also fair. It's just more fun for me to slash at his face.
Ouch.
Damn it. So you're going to do the arenas. What do you mean by the arenas, Lurk? Damn it.
Oh, no.
Stop! I'm stupid. Money, you're in the money. Oh, this. I'm not sure if I want to do this. Well, fuck it. This is a little dangerous for me right now, but fuck it, I guess. Oops, the stream paused for me a little bit, so I missed out on the answer. Oh well. Oh, Lurker, I said, what did you mean by the arenas? Oh, boss rushes. Probably not. Not for this run. No, damn it, no! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
A baby!
Oh no.
Please give us help.
No!
Ah! Ah, you lost your little helmet! Mask!
Well, I gotta go back.
I know, I'm sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to do that. My dog is now, like, staring at me like, you said something.
Lurker says trying to be a bit more mysterious since I know all this is new to Zeph. So, Zeph. Here's
Hello.
the thing.
Oh boy.
About the boss rushes. This game has multiple endings. 5 of them to be exact. We're going to see 3 of them. Because, for some reason, the game devs decided in one of the DLCs to put 2 more endings into the game. However, the endings are locked behind the single hardest challenge in the game.
Oh.
And I will go insane if I try to do it. I haven't
don't
even
want
gotten far enough to get to that challenge. In
I'd say
the
let's-
file that Jack is playing right now, he hasn't gotten that far yet either. It is very dumb.
I'd say let's stop, like, before your sanity completely runs out.
I'm not gonna do it. I haven't even done it in my regular file.
Oh, jeez.
I've given up. I'm not doing it. It's just
Yeah, I
something
don't-
that I'm not going to accomplish in my life, and no.
You have to be okay with it.
I'm gonna try to get as much soul as humanly possible. Insectly possible. But yeah, those endings are locked behind a boss rush. A very insane boss rush that I, for the life of me, really don't want to do.
I can look it up on YouTube later.
I can show you what it's like. It's disgusting.
I mean, obviously, I
It's-
don't need to
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. That's all I'm going to say is that it is gross. marker says I've never done the whole thing either.
Ugh.
I think I remember Claude was doing it once, but he died on the last boss.
Oh no. Hello. Come here, friend.
Okay, I feel a lot safer now.
I said, come here, friend, and my dog jumped up on the couch.
Valid.
Help you, but here, you can be a friend too.
But yeah, if this was a Steel Soul run, I would have died right there.
Yep, that would have been game over.
That would have been not fun. And I can't go much further than this, can I? Nope, I can't. So I'm gonna put a marker right here. Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button for a moment.
Death, death, death.
Davian says, good dog. Good dog, best friend. Damn it.
He is a good dog.
Okay, I'm getting out of here. And there was one more thing that I couldn't do yet, right? Yeah, there was one more thing. So, I'm going to get out. And we're gonna move on to level 3.
Ooh.
Oh, bless you, puppy.
Yeah, he's mad because I got off the couch because I haven't actually cleaned up the kitchen yet today.
Oh,
Yep.
damn it. Oh, also feel free to tell me when's a good time to stop. Because I'm having a blast. I'm not sure if I want to stop anytime soon.
Yeah, the only thing is, I think I have no idea what time my dad's getting home today. Like, usually it's around 5, and I know once he gets home, I don't know how much I'm gonna have time to, like, actually sit and talk on the computer.
That's fair. You have stuffs to do, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're enjoying this so far.
I really am. It's really fun to see. Like, it's a really good game. Like, you know, I had only seen, like the first area kind of aesthetic of it, but I really do like the different aesthetics that it goes through. It's really pretty.
When Claude was playing this for me for the first time, I kept saying to him, this game is very pretty. I just wish I knew what was going on. But now that I know what's going on, I'm hooked!
Oh, our friend!
We already have his map. He's gone.
Oh, that's right. We're in this area. Baby.
I just wanted to get the baby and get out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, I'm going to mute myself for a few so I can wash dishes, but I'm still listening, and just shout at me if you want my opinion on something.
Okay. That's fair. Okay, I might have lied. I need the map a little bit more than I thought I did. I might be pants with directions.
Where was the bench? There was the bench. It's up here. And I'm going to put on, Thorns of Agony, because it's better to have something than to have nothing. You see why I want co-hosts for this? I'm boring by myself.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I understand. Jack says, "Hi, folks." I have to bounce, thanks for streaming. Okay, thanks for coming, Jack.
Bye. Where did my phone go? Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go see He Who Fucks.
Oh yeah, we have saved more of his babies.
We have saved more of his babies.
And I'm gonna step away really quick because my dog is actually in my door. So I can
Hello, fuck man!
have more babies.
Yes, 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 yes! Thank you, sir. We're getting so close to that Lumify lantern, I can taste it.
How much do we need? 1800?
Yeah, 1800.
So close.
So close.
Okay, now I am stepping away.
Okay. I'm gonna step by Dirtmouth really quick. Oh my god! Here he is, the second biggest douche of the universe. In all the galaxies, there is a bigger douche than you. Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come find me if you dare. Tiso by Tiso Spencer. Tiso is a backer character, actually. There's a few backer characters. I'll try to point them out whenever I find them. You there, what are you sulking about in the shadows? Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. I am Zert the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Tremble before me. While you are hiding here in your dingy little village, I ventured into the dark pit below and slew a great beast that had sharp mandibles and atrocious manners. Yes, all glory to me, but I don't have time for your adulation. I must rest and prepare for my next journey down. Taking credit for my... I hate him.
Wait, he's taking credit for the thing that you did?
Yes.
Oh, I hate him.
I hate him.
Just left him to get eaten.
Oh, neat, says Davian. Hello, Boo Boo.
Bye-bye.
Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, another one. No, not yet.
So close.
Do I buy the second mask sword or simple key? I'm gonna save for the lantern, mostly. I think I'll buy the rest of the, markers that Zelda has.
Banana.
Lurker says, even talking to the person who saved his ass.
Really, though. Alright. I'm a little happier now. Doop, doop, doop. Whee! I kind of want to go around the long way, but I also kind of don't. There was something that I was missing. Ah, yeah, there was something I was missing. Damn it. There was Thorns of Agony at work. Yes. All the way down, all the way down. Not here. All the way down. All the way down. Nope, I did that already. Oh, this was the, hot spring, wasn't it? Yeah, I think this was the hot spring that Jack was talking about.
Yeah.
Hot springs. Hot springs are nice places. They heal you fully and also recharge your soul.
Ooh.
There's a couple of them scattered around Hallownest, though they're not too terribly common. If I had come here earlier, there might have been two bugs just chilling in a hot dog 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Aw. You were gonna interrupt their date.
I was gonna interrupt their date. Wait. Where am I going? Oh, yeah, this is where I was supposed to go anyway. I'm gonna come back here a little bit later. Oh. Okay. Alright, that was where I was supposed to be. Good to know. Damn it. But I'm gonna make a quick stop first before I go down there. You can stay away from me, sir, please. Thank you. Oh, I think I can do this now. Okay. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. If I can't, then, you know what? Yeah, I can't do this yet. Sad. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Oh, no, not you.
Hello, Jumpy.
Hello, Jumpman. Mario, Jumpman, Mario.
Oh yeah, this place.
You! You! Oh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. I'm Salubra in this cozy little charm store.
Did the townsfolk out here tell you to come and visit me? Yes, this is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. How long has it been since you've been outside?
She's quarantining.
What were we talking about? Oh, yes, charms! I can see you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take some home with you if you like. She has good stuff, actually. Quick Focus is one of my personal favorites, but it's expensive. So, we have Lifeblood Heart. Have you ever drunk the bright blue liquid Lifeblood? It's a bit of a taboo, but it makes you feel much healthier, doesn't it? This charm seeps lifeblood and will certainly improve your constitution. So, if you sit at a bench, then you'll just automatically have some lifeblood on you.
Ooh.
Long nail. The nail you wield is adorable, but do you sometimes feel it could be a little longer? Oh, go on, take this charm home with you. Suddenly your enemies will be within reach. This extends your range a little bit. Steady body. I love the simple design on this little fellow. Very classy. It's made of a nice, solid, heavy material, too, where you'll be able to stay firmly in place when swinging your little snail around. So, this prevents you from having knockback when you strike enemies. Shaman Stone. Are you a little spellcaster, you little scoundrel? Ho-ho, I'm only teasing. If you ever learn any spells, you could try and buy this charm for yourself. I heard it'll make your spell much stronger. Self-explanatory. Quick Focus. The crystal set in the center is lovely, isn't it? Exquisite, even. I've heard that crystals help you focus, so if it's something you're interested in, you could take this little beauty home. Quick Focus allows you to heal faster. And she also sells charm notches, but will only sell them to you if you have certain amounts of charms on you. So, I was hoping I would be able to buy a charm notch, but looks like that's not the case yet. I don't have enough charms yet. So I'm just gonna go back to the place where I was supposed to go, because there's not much else that I can do here.
Okay.
And then after getting a little bit further in the place where I was going to be, I suppose that would be a good place to stop.
Yeah, probably. So it's been... Oh, we started at like 2, so it's been like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah. Nice hearty meaty stream today.
Yeah.
This is a game I could play for so long if I could. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. I'm stupid. Just a little stupid.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You, sir, could not. Oh, thank you. Okay. That's not happening. Yes, because as soon as I get my next upgrade, I can do that. And I want it. Or what was this thing that I couldn't do that was down here? Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. Alright! 'Cause 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 '
Welcome to the Fungal Wastes. Level 3. It has a bit of a yellow-orange motif, but
You just deflated that thing.
yes, he's a balloon.
Pop.
Pop goes the balloon boy.
You're just a mushroom.
I'm just a mushroom.
Oh, there it went.
It's just a mushroom. The mushrooms make funny noises. Little elephant bug thing. There's a lot of acid here. I don't want nothing to do with the acid.
Man.
Oh wait, I don't have map for this area yet.
Oops.
Hello, leg eater.
Oh, hello.
Hello, leg eater. Don't try to sneak past me. I can smell you. Do you collect a lot of geo? Give me geo and you can see something nice. No. Yes. Let me show you then. Take a look. Do you want them? If you really, really want them, I'll trade them for more geo. More geo. These are charms, I guess. This is a precious thing, a beautiful charm. I made it for you. If you hold it, you feel a lot healthier. If you're afraid of dying, you'll need this charm. Very, very special and valuable charm. Do you want to find more geo? Hold this charm and go hunting. Then bring any geo you find back to me. Battle strength. You're weak, aren't you? Well, you didn't have to say that. You should give me geo. If you do, I'll give you this charm I made. It will make you stronger. Your enemies and everyone else, you will fear you at last. So, those charms are, they have the name Fragile for a reason. If you equip those charms and you die, then those charms will break. And you would need to take them back to him in order to fix them. However, there is a way to make them unbreakable. It's just very expensive. I guess I'll come back to him. Because I don't want to risk it. Yeah. He's supposed to be a rip-off artist, but he actually provides you a pretty good service if you know how to use it. Mushroom.
Ah! It did react, so I thought you were fine. Oh god.
There's two of them.
Ah!
Damn it.
This is a nightmare.
Damn it. Well, at least I had the bench.
Oh, that's true. It's right nearby.
Thank you, leg eater. I thought I would be able to do that without provoking the other one. Davian, what did you say looked like a cross between a mushroom and a cuttlefish? And now I have a boo-boo beside me. Here's a boo-boo! Little mushroom dudes. Oh, thank God. This game is, very, forgiving in the places where you, where the shades are placed, typically. If you die right outside a boss arena, typically the shade will be placed outside of the arena.
Oh, that's really nice.
Damn, dude, come on. Come on, dude.
Thirsty.
These guys really aren't that bad on their own. It's just when there's two of them is a problem. Charm Notch, yay! Woohoo! I got a Charm Notch. Davian says, hello, Boobo. Are you ready for your surgery on Monday, Boo-Boo?
No, baby.
Oh, bye.
Ah, yes, Hollow Knight, such a great game. It's a lot like sex. There's hard things. Waluigi is there. Wah! He says, what the fuck?
I know I have a lot of expectations for this game, but that was definitely not on the list.
Lurker says this area doesn't lie, it's full of shrooms. Are you okay?
I think it was just the setup of that joke too.
Oh god, you, I don't want anything to do with you!
Oh, that exploded.
I don't like you very much. Okay.
At least it died too.
Oh, I can't do this yet.
Oh,
These things are actually worse than the jellyfish. Lurker is right! They are worse than the jellyfish. You know what? I'm gonna remove that marker and replace it with this one. At least it has friendly fire.
that is true.
My daughter! My baby!
Hello.
Cloth by Noah Stutridge. This is another backer character. Originally, Cloth was a male character named Burlap, but in development her gender was changed, and her name was changed because the material burlap doesn't exist in this universe, so they just went with Cloth. Aha! The tiny steps of a tiny creature. You've got the look of an adventurer, so we've much in common. Searching for dangerous places, eh? Well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down. Warrior sorts, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. I love her.
Noconnailo.
Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Let's stay alive and meet again on the road ahead. She's wonderful. She's another one that we're gonna see periodically.
Yay!
Damn it. Now where, oh where, is my best friend Cornifer?
Oh, where?
Oh, where is Cornifer gone? Oh, where can he be? Lurker says, it's really cool that there are backer characters and they have their own little storylines. Yes, agreed! Tiso, as we'd seen before, and Cloth both have their own individual storylines. And it's very cool. Oh, wait! Why are you here?
She.
I don't remember her being here. At
Well,
least,
she went that way.
like, she serves no purpose here. Why is she here?
Cloth did say that a long-necked female told her about stuff below.
But that's not her.
Oh.
Hornet doesn't really have a long neck, she just wears a cloak.
Kind of a neck.
Dude. Dude.
You're getting comboed by a balloon.
That's not something I wanted to hear in my life. Now where in the hell is Mr. Cornifer? Dude.
It's 5 o'clock.
Alright. I think I'll stop as soon as we find Cornifer. And just
Okay.
go back to... Oh, Bounce House.
Bouncy time! My baby!
A baby! And was there anything on this side? No? 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 Oh! Money, give it to me. Yes, slurp. If I can find a Cornifer. I hear him, but where is he? He's in this room. Somewhere. There he is! I found him! I found him! Yeah! Ah, my short friend, you've caught me at the perfect time. I'm just about finished charting these noxious caverns. Very territorial types make their homes in this area. I'd suggest avoiding them where possible. Further below are some strange thin creatures that gave me quite a scare. They seemed an intelligent bunch. In my youth I'd braved their caves, but I feared my matured physique wouldn't be able to outrun them where they turned violent. Alright, fungal wastes, here we are. Goody goody gumdrops. And if you saw, we were in the Queen Station before. It's actually just right there.
Oh.
It's really cool how this world kind of loops around itself. And I know where a bench is, so I'm going to kind of end it where the bench is.
Okay.
hell, the Game Grumps haven't even made it this far in the game yet.
Oh no. Oh, that means I can watch their playthrough now.
Yeah, please, watch your playthrough. They've made some pretty stupid decisions.
Oh no.
But you know what? Yeah, I'm still giving them the benefit of the doubt just because they're doing it blind.
Yeah, it's a difficult game.
It's a hard game. Whoa, hello. I didn't expect to see you here quite so early.
Oh, hello.
Now, I want you to notice something about them when I strike them with my nail. If I can find another one. Yeah, there's another one.
Oh, they're not all orangey.
They're not all orangey. These are mantises. A tribe of mantises lives down here.
Oh.
Now, notice how this area is largely uncharted. What Cornifer said is actually, detailed here. He didn't want to mess with these guys. This is the tribe that, he was trying to avoid. Wanderer seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. That was written by the Mantises. They are a very proud tribe that focuses on physical strength.
Okay. And I just heard the garage door go up, so I think my dad is home.
All right. I'm going to find a bench. I know where one is. It's relatively nearby. Hopefully, I'll be able to avoid. Oh, Lurker says something important about why Hornet was there. I don't want to detail it quite yet. But yeah, I think that's a good observation to make.
Yeah.
There's the bench sign. I can get that geodeposit later. The bench is more important. There it is. Alright,
Yeah.
so that's the end of the stream. Thank you guys for coming. We'll continue this next week. Is that okay with you? 2 o'clock?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright. Thank you guys for coming. And again, apologies for later on when I'll need to pause streamings. I'm going to be in a bit of a process. And it's going to be fun. Fun. Keep thoughts out for Bubo, because she has her surgery on Monday, too.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're enjoying this so far.
I really am. It's a lot of fun.
Alright, have a good night, guys.
Bye.